Anybody else need one?
Anybody else need a balloon?
Okay, everybody bring it in closer we can get it. We definitely family.
Yes, we are.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna say first off, we definitely gonna give a moment of silence for my father, you know what I mean, and everybody that we done lost, you know what I mean, so we definitely give a moment of silence. And you know what, we definitely finna pop it real quick, so on 3, we gonna release them and we gonna say, we love you, Lo. On 3, 1, 2, 3.
We love you, Lo.
Hello. Let it go.
They know.
They know.
Hello. They know. They know. Hello. Hello.
That was good. It was really
good. What do you got?
Yeah, what's up, baby? We in here like right group. We're back here in the store. Y'all know how we do it. Hey, how you doing? Oh, where you at, Liz? Liz, I ain't got no swag. Oh, you got that swag, so. What's happening? She Shoty Lo right here though. Mr. Bankhead. What's next on the agenda? I'm at the bottom of the level trying to get to the top. The L.O. Mr. Bankhead. Skit. Hustle Man, what's that? This your boy Shawty Lo. We on the Hustle Man show right now. So what's happening? Hey. What's happening, BET Hip Hop Award? I'm finally here, baby. And I can't forget, Tilt, what's happening, homie? Bankhead!
Carlos Walker, aka Shoty Lo, was an Atlanta-based hip-hop artist known for his influence on Atlanta music with songs such as Laffy Taffy, They Know, and multiple notable hit singles. Not to mention, this man's music, his bars, have been used in multiple superstars' songs. Multiple superstars have surfed bars from this man. Shoty Lo founded the southern hip-hop group D4L in 2003 with fellow Atlanteans Fabo, Move B, and Stoney. The group's 2005 debut album, Down for Life, was a gold record and included hits Bet You Can't Do It Like Me and Laffy Taffy, the latter of which was listed as the most downloaded song in history in the 2007 Guinness Book of World Records. Girl, shake that Laffy Taffy, that Laffy Taffy, that Laffy Taffy. Girl, shake that Laffy Taffy. Y'all remember that? In 2007, Shoty Lo released the solo album, Units in the City, featuring the singles, They Know, Done Done, Done Done It All, Done Done It All, Done Done It All, Done Done It All. Y'all remember that too? And Foolish. The album reached number 2 on Billboard's top rap albums chart. In the years after Units in the City, he has released a number of singles while working on a second solo album. Alongside the rap group D4L, Shoty Lo also founded a music label of the same name in 2003, eventually responsible for his own music as well as that of artists such as DG Yola, Broski, and others. In 2011, 50 Cent's G-Unit South acquired the D4L label in a deal reportedly worth more than $10 million. The man was really a trapper.
A real trapper is someone, who's not got a real 9 to 5 and trying to get it out the streets the best way he can to feed his family. A trapper, like,
you know, when I was growing up, you know, my mama was on dope, and I seen the dudes at the hood that was older than me, didn't have no real jobs. They had the nicest cars, they had the prettiest girls, and you know, they always say everybody always say they want to be like a Michael Jordan, or Joe Montana, or Jerry Rice, but that wasn't what I seen. What I seen was the dope boys, and you know, I think me and the household had to use the same pair of pants for 3-4 days, and you know, 3-4 shirts, and had to wear one pair of shoes for about 2-3 months, big toe hanging out. So you know, that's what I knew, and that's how I knew how to get it fast, you know, to be a trapper.
The man was really a trapper turned rapper and had the whole streets of Atlanta on lock. He was doing his thing, man. I know y'all remember back then, him and T.I. were the two pillars in Atlanta, and his gravity matched what T.I. was doing. Hit for hit, he matched T.I. Bar for bar, he matched T.I. Influence for influence, he matched T.I. But the streets gravitated towards Shoty Lo even more. So in that regard, he was bigger than T.I. Not to mention, the disagreement between him and T.I. really started not because he felt like T.I. was faking about where he was from, but because T.I. was stealing bars from this man, ironically enough, right? And when I said in the beginning that your favorite superstars were serping bars from out of this man's music, I mean them all. When Soulja Boy told y'all that he made Drake, yeah, when he said that on the Breakfast Club, those same bars that he claimed Drake stole, he stole from Shoty Lo. Check this out.
Oh, y'all been told, Shoty Lo back in the nut, what's up? That's what happening there.
Tell me what's really going on. Soulja Boy, it's like I'm ready. What's happening? Tell me what's really going on. Tristy back up in this thing, I'm ready. What's happening?
But remember, I said all your favorite rappers, so I didn't just mean Soulja Boy and Drake. Of course, the Migos stole a snippet out of that same song.
17.5, same color t-shirt.
All they did was take out the "you know I need work" and added "mama told me not to sell work." 17.5, same color t-shirt. Literally made a whole song out of it. That was a hit single for that album. Wasn't that the Culture album? I believe that's what it was. But on the cool, they literally just stole the man's whole bar and made a song. And that is how you know when they are industry plants. The label will take a song from an artist that didn't really generate a lot of buzz, and sometimes they'll take the song that did generate a lot of buzz, slow down the BPM, change the pitch, and make it sound like a different song, but then, you know, put it back out there to the world, push it through their machine, and make it a viral hot song. You feel me? And nobody ever knows. The next generation don't really know because they didn't listen to the last generation on the cool. But that's what that is, man. That's when you know that they are industry plants. It's nothing but the label playing games with people. And that's how you know when these artists are not really artists. They are just there for an image. They're to usher out a narrative, and that's it. But let's get back on track. Now, when it comes to Shoty Lo, man, tragedy would strike. And tragedy struck on September 21st, 2016. Carlos Shoty Lo Walker would be killed in an automobile accident Wednesday, September 21st, 2016. He was 40 years old.
Local rapper Shoty Lo died early this morning when his car crashed on an I-285 exit ramp near Cascade Road.
Now, there is conflicting stories regarding the way that he passed away. The first story was he was struck by another car. Then the second story was he never got struck at all. He just swerved off the road and hit a tree.
And police now say no other driver was involved in a crash that killed popular rapper Shoty Lo. Now, right now, the accident is under investigation. Channel 2's Audrey Washington is live in Midtown Atlanta. And Audrey, you spoke exclusively with Shoty Lo's group, D4L.
And I just spoke with his friend here who just saw Shoty Lo right before he got into his car and drove away. Moments later, the popular Atlanta rapper was dead. This is video from the crash scene this morning here in South Fulton County. Police tell me at first it appeared another driver hit the Audi A7 Shoty Lo was in and took off. Now police say this was a single car accident and that Shoty Lo somehow lost control and hit two trees rather, and then the car caught on fire. I'm told Carlos Walker, otherwise known as Shoty Lo, was found dead on the scene.
These stories always bothered me, and it's important to note that there were two women in the car with him during the time of this accident. Neither one of those women had life-threatening injuries. They were injured, but it wasn't fatal. Only Shoty Lo's was fatal.
2 other women in the car were injured and taken to a nearby hospital.
The crash also injured 2 other people inside the car.
That happens, that occurs. It was just strange to me though, because it was 2 a.m. He was coming from a club. He was taking the ladies wherever he was gonna go, and he just decided to swerve off the road. What just didn't make sense to me was the fact that those are 2 complete separate ends of the spectrum when it comes to an automobile accident. Swerving off the road and hitting a tree versus colliding with somebody head on and losing your life. It just didn't make sense. I just didn't understand it. The first story was that he hit someone head on, then he hits a tree. Come on, man, it just didn't make any sense.
A little more than 90 minutes ago, I met up with Shoty Lo's group, D4L, and his manager after they spoke on the Ryan Cameron Morning Show with Wanda Smith. His friend broke down in tears and told me he invited Shoty Lo to hang out with him last night.
I called him and I asked him to come out, hang out, you know, and he came out, you know. My boy didn't go back home, you know.
And the crash is still under investigation. In the meantime, some tributes are being planned for the rapper here in the metro Atlanta area. I will have those details for you beginning all new at 4 on Channel 2 Action News. Right now, though, we are live here in Midtown Atlanta. Audrey Washington.
Fox 5's Portia Bruner just spoke exclusively to the rapper's daughter. She is live now at the medical examiner's office in Fulton County. So, Portia, I can imagine they have lots of fond memories to share of their father's terrible story.
It really is very heartbreaking, but I can tell you these young ladies spoke so very highly of their father. You know, to them, Shoty Lo was Carlos Walker, their father, and just a guy who took really good care of them and all of his 11 children. Now, let's just go back to what happened. It was around 2 o'clock this morning, just after 2 o'clock this morning. Fulton County police tell us Carlos Walker crashed his white Audi around 285 near Cascade Road area after leaving a nightclub with 2 friends. Now, Fulton County police say the Audi swerved off the road, struck a tree, overturned, and then caught on fire. Now, the 2 women inside that car were able to get out, were taken to Grady Memorial with life-threatening injuries. Sadly, though, the 40-year-old father of 11 sons and daughters was pronounced dead on the scene. Now, we spoke to 4 of his daughters this morning. They shared a photo taken just this weekend, sadly, at the funeral for Mr. Walker. Shoty Lo's father just passed away last week. A photo taken, one of the last, at that funeral. And when I talked to the girls, I tell you, they had tears in their eyes, but smiles on their faces as they talked about their father's legacy as a rapper in Atlanta. What do you want people to remember about your father?
That he was a happy person. He helped so many people. That he loved his kids. He loved his family. He loved Bankhead, Born Homes.
He always taught us to never quit on our dreams. Always to go for it. Always to make sure you go to school. Make sure you go to college. Make sure you go forward with anything you want to achieve in life.
Now, speaking of Shoty Lo and all of his children, of course, Shoty Lo had 11 altogether. He was survived by 9 daughters and 2 sons. And when it comes to his daughters and his sons, a situation occurred just yesterday where one of his daughters decided that she was going to expose his son, Carlos Rico Walker Jr., for an incident that happened the year that his father passed away. And this was the sister that ultimately exposed him. Now, another sister shared the post as well, and people who knew about the situation claimed that it was all over financial disputes. I don't know how true that is. I think that the sister more so did this because it needed to be spoken on. Now, this situation goes like this. In 2016, Rico Walker pled guilty to incest, and the trial court sentenced him to 30 years, with the first 15 being served in prison and the remainder on probation. In January 2023, Walker filed a motion to vacate his sentence, arguing that it exceeded that allowed under OCGA 1710 6.2b. So what does all of that mean? What it means is that Carlos Rico Walker Jr. was accused of PDF shit with one of his family members who was underage. Totally deranged, disgusting, weirdo shit. Even if the girl was not underage, that was your family member. But to make it matters worse, you was with a girl who was your family member who was underage. You deserve to be under the jail. Now this is alleged, of course. But his sister had this to say about the situation. Carlos Rico Walker Jr., a serial PDF. I want y'all to know what I mean when I say PDF. I'm so tired of people idolizing this, you know what, PDF, all because he was locked up when my daddy died. Ask him why he was locked up. Tired of sparing his broke ninja. Take my daddy chain off. We don't deal with PDFs. So she on the gas with him, ain't she? On the cool. Then decided to put up his mugshots and what he was locked up for. And if y'all read what's under these case filings, y'all see right there, it says child, you know what, and sexual motivation. She says, I'm not taking any DMs, so stay out of my DMs, as she posts some screenshots of what people were deciding to send her. This person says, he R-worded my cousin. The next person says, man, he been on this since we went to school together. I'm so sorry you got to go through this, but man, the ones that went to school with him been new. And she says, but I'm lying. Now, a third sister had posted this as well. YN Nonchalant, don't know her real name, but she posted it as well. Called him a P word, a PDF. You already know what I mean by that. While also sharing, you know, just a bunch of different stuff. They added the man. Here is where we get into the comments where we find out it's about a sister. As this comment states, stop telling her to take it down. It's something that needs to be made known to the public, and it is also public record for everyone to see. You doing the right thing, Slim. Pray he doesn't get to anybody else. Praying for the victims involved. Then his aunt responds, Drinker, 83 baby. She says, because she's lying and it's about money. The other person responds, now I know Slim personally, and this isn't something that she would lie about, especially since it's dealing with a family member. Drinker responds again and says, that's my sister's son. Baby, for real, for real. His mother is my sister. And all this is over some money. The dog Dream responds and says, Drinker, stop it. It's real, baby. You see them charges? Boss Lady Moves responds and says, this ain't got nothing to do with no money. Drinker responds to Boss Lady and says, lies, lies, lies. Baby, y'all so bored, get a life. And I'm done. But all this will be addressed. Believe that. The sister responds and says, none of it's a lie. This not for clout or none. Simply the truth. He's disgusting. How could your brain think to do something like that to family? Then she adds somebody else and says, you don't know shit. You're talking about stop coming for her and go after the R word of a brother we have. Drinker responds again and says, y'all still lying, huh? All this about money because he didn't give y'all anything at the bank? Let's keep it a buck. Then the sister responds again and says, who are you? How am I lying? Literally, everybody know about it. Didn't he M-word your niece, his mother's daughter, and you protecting him? Then Drinker responds again, girl, he never touched his sister. Stop the cap. Y'all too lame for me. Spreading lies and more. Lies. Now both sisters respond. The first one says, tell him to deny it. The second one says, he is money hungry and hurting. That's why he did what he did. Not one slim brat at Drinker. You must be eating his Johnson or something. Drinker responds again and said, all this over some money? Shaking my head. Just know he good, ain't hurting. Believe that. The sister responds, yep, he ran off too. Thank you for reminding me. Drinker responds again and says, lies. He didn't run off, baby. You lying. It's about money. That's how lame y'all are. The other sister responds, we all good and not hurting. That don't mean it's okay to F or touch your siblings, so mind yours. And that's facts. She's speaking facts. Now, some more people decided to respond to this as well. They seem to be family in the situation. Also, I believe the other one is a sister as well. As the first girl says, cuz this is lame as over some 100. Then the girl says, so if you as a child want to be grown in grown folks business, would like to get your ass beat over PDF, incest, and R-word stuff, go ahead. So y'all see they all on the gas. They ain't playing about it, which they shit. Hey, This is crazy, man. Now, Slim said one more thing regarding this situation, as she says, cats out the bag, stop idolizing this PDF. This is most definitely crazy. But what's being overlooked by Dricka and the rest of them who are trying to defend him is the fact that he pled guilty to this. He already pled guilty. You do not plead guilty to something you had nothing to do with. I mean, the only time people plead guilty to stuff that they had nothing to do with is when they can't afford lawyers and they trying to get out of jail. This man, according to Dricka and everybody else, has money. We know the man father had millions. I'm sure he left that to them. So there's no reason for him to plead guilty unless he did it. Unless they actually did a kit and his DNA was found inside of the little girl. That's it. That's all. There's no way around that. You feel me? Dude, you's a bitch. For real. Like, dude got some real issues. Who does that to a little girl? And especially to your family members. You don't do it at all. But it's even sicker to be thinking about that towards your own family. This nigga should not be walking around free right now. He should be under the jail on a cool, to where them cougars in there is doing that to him. Bruh, you sick in the head. And this actually happened while Shoty Lo was alive on a cool. You's messed up, bro, twisted, and got your whole family believing, well, your mama's side believing that you did not do this. And for your aunt to be going this hard for you, overlooking everything, something right there seems sick as well. It might be a situation, and of course, this is alleged. I gotta watch what I say, but on a cool, it might be a situation where that aunt might have did it to him first, so he thought it was okay. On the cool, she might have been getting him from a young age. I don't know. Like I said, that's alleged. Y'all know it's a lot of sick people in this world. That is crazy, man. You do this to your sister, bro. Wild, man. Wild. These people, they just fucked up in the head, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about this, man. I most definitely do not think that the sister is lying. And is she mad about money? Probably so. Does it matter? No. You don't make these allegations unless it really happened. Man, this is something that I hope does not destroy or hurt Shoty Lo legacy in any way, man. Let this man be remembered as the legend he is and disassociate the bullshit that his son is doing from him. That has nothing to do with him. I'm sure if he was here right now, he wouldn't rock with Fool either. But if y'all want me to dig deeper into that situation with his son and show y'all the ins and outs of it, I will. Just let me know down in the comment section. I love y'all, family. Peace and blessings.